Excuse my tardiness. I think I'm a minute late. I discovered that I do not have my stand with me. Get out of here. I do not have my stand with me, so bear with me during this episode because I'm going to actually prop my phone up against my backpack. But we're going to be talking about watches today, if y'all didn't already know. So I took off my watch of the day. My watch of the day was my PRX Glacier Blue, and I want to put something else on that I really enjoy wearing. And this is where I want to start. You know, I want to really start today. I want to talk about watches and stuff like that. But you know, I was inspired by some collectors and how they feel about watches. I was inspired by a video. I just started following this new guy. Forgive me, I can't recall the actual channel name, but I think this guy's a business. He may own a couple businesses, but he was going through his watch collection. He was, you know, discussing what his watch collection meant to him, and this is where I want to start. So my showed this yesterday. Tissot Tuesday. That's right. Tissot Tuesday, and I posted that on Watch Crunch. I wore my Tissot. I just changed up, but I do have a Tissot with me. And I will say that as a disclaimer, or just as my thought of the day. I hope by the end of this, man, somebody that's watching, if you are a beginner collector or you're considering getting into the hobby, keep in mind it can be expensive, or it could be, you know, just it got to be enjoyable. What I'm gonna tell you is it got to be enjoyable. Sometimes we collect till it hurts, you know, financially. Sometimes you be like, you know what, I can scale back on, like, if you're a movie goer, if you're an avid movie goer, or if you're a cigar connoisseur, and you're like, you know what, maybe I don't buy cigars this month because I want this particular watch. Those decisions, that's up to you. Here, let me switch around because I feel like that sun is too bright. That's up to you. All right, let's go ahead and start propping. Let's see if this will work. Maybe. Is it blurry? Is it still blurry? Oscar Thelonious Monk is in here. I'm wearing my green PRX too. Robert Wood, what's going on? What's going on? It's okay now? Okay, looks better. Okay. Let me prop this thing up to where it'll stay put. Perfect. The only thing is I won't be able to switch the camera back and forth like how I want to do it, but we'll improvise. Trash. I hope everybody's having a good day, man. Oh, prayers going out, man. I know some people in Tampa are not having a good day today, man. That storm coming through there. I know some people. I know people down there. I have a buddy, a few friends down there that are staying put. And I'm going to say, I mean, the storm coming straight for you. I mean, straight for you, man. You should have left yesterday. But I pray that everything works out, man. I pray for that lives are spared. You know what I'm saying? I know injuries occurred. You know, there's definitely gonna be a lot of damage, man. But like, your life is more important than anything else. So, anyway, watches, entry level watches. This is the one thing I want to address before I get into anything else. Entry level watches, man. And what does that mean to you that are watching? And we're gonna kind of cover a few things. Entry level watches, I've heard this being used for Timex. I've heard this for Casio, Seiko, Invicta, Aragon. I'm trying to think what else is an entry. Even I think every brand really. like even with Rolex, like if you want to get into the luxury brand, Rolex should be like this should be your entry level. And I'm gonna say this, and this is not a dig at Rolex or anybody that collects Rolex, man. But you have to understand this one thing, is that Rolex is fairly newer company than some of the greatest watches that's ever been seen, or the companies that's ever been seen on this planet. Patek Philippe for one, right? I would say even Tissot. Now Tissot does not have any models that's on that level, but does that make Tissot any less of a brand? And is there such things to it? Is an entry level watch to somebody that likes to stay in a Casio? And I'm saying this because I look at comments, I read a lot of comments, I read articles. Some of the things that's said on social media can be offensive. Now, for those of you guys that are ironclad and feelings, some things that can be put on YouTube, you don't care. It doesn't bother you. But there are a number of you guys right now, I'm telling you, and you don't have to show of hands, you do get offended if somebody attacks the brand that you love the most. And I have a couple examples right now that we're going to talk about. And yeah, I'm gonna just clear the air on some stuff, man. Entry level watch, and I have some watches right now that, technically speaking, yeah, I have an entry level Zenea, right? This is how I entered. That's just the term I'm using. This is how I entered into the realm of the Zenea watches. I listened to the story today, and this guy, and I will talk about who this collector is that I was looking at this morning. Basically, he talked about him getting involved. He talked about his story of how, poverty. He was like poverty stricken in the beginning, and now he's a business owner, and now he has Pateks in his collection and stuff like that. And I love the story. But there was a part where he said, I can care less about what people think about me, right? I collect based on how I felt, I needed to collect. And that's what he has in his collection, man. And so I want to encourage the people that if you are a Tissot based person, or if you're an Invicta based person, Deep Blue, if you don't know what Deep Blue is, go look it up. They have nice dive watches, and Deep Blue had, at one point, they had Air Blue. So they were doing both air and sea. I don't know if they ever did any land watches, any field watches, but I do know they did air back in the day. If that's your fancy, go right ahead, man. I'm gonna tell you this: you realize that a lot of luxury brands have been factored in as being so prestigious, right? Owning the 5811 Patek, right? Owning the offshore, right? Those you guys that can afford Richard Mille, which Richard Mille is a newer company, but if you are able to afford this watch, then that puts you into like a top tier collector, so to speak. Some people hate the Richard Mille. They don't like the RMs at all. They hate the design, but you can't take away that's an expensive timepiece. But what about companies like this? Yes, I still have this watch, the Nomadic Tourist 914. This right here, this watch means a lot to the company, to Peter and his team, right? They have a vision, they have an idea, and they're actually moving forward. So in Belfast, their brand is on the back of their city buses and stuff like that. Their news articles referring back to this, to what they're doing as watchmakers, as entrepreneurs in Belfast. So anybody that has this watch on, anybody that owns this particular watch or anything from Nomadic, you can take pride in knowing that you've joined the story with a person that had a vision. He has a watch, a bunch of models out, and I know what it looks like. I know what I said this watch is compared to, but just know that this was a vision first by a man that threw a movement in it, regulated it, tested it, but his vision overall is like, I want to make as many watches as possible to fit on the wrist of people that's going to enjoy them. And you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what to make this watch even more phenomenal? If you seen your favorite celebrity in it, right? If you seen this thing sponsored during, let's say, the Golden Globe Awards, if whoever won the award got up and he had this Nomadic on and somebody took a picture of it, they'd be like, oh crap, my favorite actor got an award in a Nomadic, man, that is awesome. Hold on, let me get in the chat room. Omega started before Rolex as well and is comparable. Yes, it is, bro. The mayor issued a serious warning. I encourage anyone down there to leave. Please leave, man. And keep in mind too, if you leaving right now, because I know somebody that left yesterday, and I don't know if they even made it to their destination because the highway is backed up. Something terrible. You know what? Who can't bother? No. That'd be my... Yeah. Always collect for your own enjoyment and passion and not others and their opinions. Too many great companies and watches to not venture out and enjoy them. But see, that's... So, Kevin, that was like the whole purpose of this, man. There is an anxiety that comes with watch collecting. There's a crazy anxiety that comes with this because... Imagine this, like we got people that come in here and you guys have testified to you're sticking to your particular watch company. There's no, and for that one, I commend people like that. You know what I'm saying? But then there are some that you dive into certain watches because it's said that, hey, these watches are the who's who. If you don't have this watch in your collection, then, you know what I'm saying, what are you doing? You're just wasting time. And I'm like, if you're watching this right now, you are not wasting time. Let me show you something. And I don't even care about the price. One of my favorite watches known to man to this day, right now, and I have it in my collection. I saw the very first one was a blue dial, and it didn't have the waffle, right? When I saw that watch on paper, I said, oh my, I really like that watch. This was a couple years back. And I looked at the price, and I wasn't ready to spend over $1,000 on a watch. I wasn't. I saw it on Joma Shop, and I was like, I vowed, I'm going to get it one day. But this came available. This is new. And I didn't get it to jump ahead and say, hey, look, I got the PRX. And I know it's going to be talked about because Teddy talked about it. There's a couple other people that's renowned on, world renowned on YouTube talked about it. But I bought this watch because I like the complication. I looked at the movement. It has a value, and the value movement, historically speaking, has such an amazing story. You know what I'm saying? And it has birthed so many other opportunities for people. Man, do you understand that the creator of the value movement and the people that have continued the use of this movement, how many watches have used the value? How many people are enjoying their watches right now that has a value in it? Now, granted, the value isn't for everybody, because it does have a wobble to it. You know, some people can't stand that oscillating feel on their wrist. They just can't stand it. It don't bother me. I absolutely love it. I love the wobble because I just do this and this thing just goes back and forth. I'm going to put this back on after. Yo, what up, man?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. How you?
Come on, God be the glory.
Hey, come on now. My man over there. Don't hurt it too bad, man. Don't hurt it too.
I gotta get revenge, brother. She been smacking me around.
Hey, have mercy on him today. Have mercy on him. All right, how many watches are coming in today, JJ? Jose Chavez. So you say Trump 2024. Are you talking about the watch? You want that, Jose? Did you order that watch from Trump? I'm curious. Always collect for your own enjoyment. Yeah, and that's the thing, is going back to this. This is why I collect that watch. I enjoy the watch, man. But here's the other thing too. I was intrigued by the moon watch. When I heard about the story about Omega and then Bulova, right? I said, you know what? One day I'm gonna grab, and I said this a while back. I said, one day I'm gonna grab that Bulova moon watch, and I got it. This is one of the most beautiful watches, beautifulest watches that I have in my collection, and it has the story, it has the history of it on the case back. For those that have yet to experience this, man, when I put this on, I'm like, man. But see, for me, I like the moon story, absolutely amazing. But every time I put on a Boulevard, I think about Jackie Gleason, the Honeymooners, because they was sponsored by Boulevard back in the day. How many people know that? But yeah, so I associate the Honeymooners with Boulevard. Every time I see a Boulevard, it doesn't matter. That's where my mind goes. So yeah, I think Boulevard is like one of the best brands out there to have on your wrist. Now, of course, there's some Boulevard pieces that I don't agree with. I don't like them aesthetically, and that's okay. But I got one that I like. I didn't get the traditional color, and I got the size that I love to put on my wrist. And shoot, I would love to see, honestly, I would love to see Boulevard doing automatic in this thing at one point. At one point. I don't know if they'll ever will. And I know we talked about this. I talked to a buddy of mine. He said, hey, bro, you understand if Boulevard put an automatic in there, it's going to be expensive. Yeah, but like everybody else is going high on they watches. Why not? Let me get to the great watch. I have the exact same Boulevard. Yes, man, I dig that. And that's another thing too. So that's an advantage of some of the watches that you may have in your collection, because you may come across somebody that have that same watch, and then you have a conversation just like the icebreaker. And that's cool. That's cool. Just depending on how we approaching, watches, man. But you can't do away. Snobs are going to be there. And I want people to know that some of you guys that are feeling some type of way about your watch collection, or thinking that your watch, you have to collect certain watches. I'm going to ask you this. Now, and this is a serious question, and please don't answer if you don't want to. No, please don't answer. Just don't answer this. What happens when you buy a watch? And what happens when you buy an expensive watch? You get it home and it's not what you thought. It's not what you want, but you post it and you get all these accolades. You get this credit of being, oh man, bro, that's crazy, because they're used to your regular watch collection. But then you got a watch, let's say you got an Omega, right? A Seamaster, and regardless of what you pay for, let's say you get the blue dial, blue variation on Milanese bracelet, and you post that watch. People are used to you with whatever watch brand that you normally have, but then you get this, you will have maybe 20 to 30 comments depending on how you post it. And if you tag, like say on Instagram, and you tag all of the top end watch collectors or the watch companies to that, you may very well get 100 views because of that one watch, right? And then for that moment in time, you can celebrate seeing that there's so many people that are gravitating towards your choice. And you've been accepted, if you will. If you live in your life like that, man, you can't do that, man. Like, don't do that. You can, I mean, it's your choice, but don't do that, man, because that is just so quick of a satisfaction or gratification for what you bought, and you may never wear that watch again. Not like that. What if you're an Aragon collector and you love your Aragon, but you bought an Omega, or you bought a Cartier? You spent $4,000 or $5,000 on a pre-owned watch, and you're like, I was pressured into getting this, and so now I'm doing it. Talking accuracy wise. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about. Look, that sweeping second hand is sweet. Yeah. The Lunar Pilot is more accurate than the Speedmaster. Yeah, man. And so let me ask you this, Monk. How many people, is there anybody in the chat that owns a Speedy? Is there anybody that owns a Speedy? I'm just curious. I mean, because right now, time out, commercial break. Right now, y'all know that I said yesterday that I'm now an ambassador for Exquisite Timepiece, right? It's like a blessing, right? And as of yesterday, they did not have the newest Speedmaster, right? That retro Speedmaster. It's on their website right now. So if you guys, whoever loves Speedmasters, if you want to get that, you can now go over there and get your salesman, whoever, and make sure you use my code before you finish your purchase. Trapvision is the code. It's down there, and you can literally go out right now and go down it. Now, here's the other thing, because I may have said this yesterday. In order to receive a discount, your purchase has to be $1,000 or more, right? So, because they have watches that's well under like $499 or something like that. Unimatic, which is, I don't know about Unimatic like that, but I do like the aesthetics of Unimatic. All right, commercial's over. This cat doesn't understand that. Your work question: what's the difference between the Accutron and precisionist movement? That's a good question. Somebody answered that for me because I mean, they're both accurate. They're both quartz. I'm not familiar with either one of those movements like that. Now I do know that in the precisionist, this one, oh my gosh, somebody tell me what's the time deviation? Is it how many? Is it a minute per year or less than a minute per year? Because I know it's like the most accurate quartz out there, and I believe this thing does have jewels in it, but I'm not keen on that one. So good question. Please, somebody can answer that for me down in there, if you don't mind. Did we get a troll already? Yeah, we got a troll already. Just trying to be like you, JJ. Congrats, Trap. Oh, I know. Break me, fam. Yeah, I like this hat, bro. This is so that was my name in the army. They called me Wile E. Coyote in the military. Now I actually had better luck than him, but like not that much, just a little bit, maybe 12% more luck than he did when I was in the military. So, I'm gonna show you something. I'm no pilot. If you guys know that, when I was in the military, man, I was a grunt. I did logistics and supply type stuff, right? I've done security and stuff like that, but no pilot. But I have this pilot's watch. It's a Hamilton. Hamilton is considered to be a top brand amongst people. People love Hamilton. But where does this fare in comparison to other brands? I know this could be looked at as that's a great watch, that's good, and I'm just filling in a conversation that hasn't happened, but based on what I've seen on YouTube, I can let's do this mock conversation. Oh, bro, that's a nice watch that you have there. Oh, Hamilton, you can't go wrong. And then when you want to move up to, more of a watch, think about getting a Calatrava, or, maybe you want to get you a nice Rolex or something like that. And that person hasn't like read the room or looked at what type of collector I am. I like Hamilton. I like Tissot. I like Boulevard. Let me show you what else I have here with me right now. I have a watch that is coming straight from Chicago. And in comparison to some of the big store brands, I'm not comparing it to them because I actually like this watch, this Fair and Swick, the Wayfinder, right? This watch is a Lume Monster. You won't be able to see it right now, but this is a Lume Monster. The strap is not the original strap. The original strap was the same color as the bezel, blue. But this strap comes from Fair and Swick, right? I absolutely like this. And this is a quartz. This is a VK something, 67 or whatever. So you can see it almost sweeps, but it doesn't tick-tock like a Timex or whatever. Hold up, we got something in here. The new Accutron movements are use electrostatic energy to manage the quartz. Thank you, Oscillation. Unsure about the precision movement, but the Accutron has a tuning for it. Thank you. Hamilton to protect is a crazy glow up. Let's see. Which is oscillating between two transistors. How do you feel about Banneker watches? As in Benjamin Banneker watches? I'm not familiar. Or is it Banneker is its own thing? Let me know, because I'm not sure. I haven't experienced Banneker watches. And could you explain to me what do they have? Are they dive watches, field watches, sports watches? What type of watches are they? Of course, I'm gonna look them up after. Yeah, I told you every time I go live, I'm always learning about something here. Always learning about something here. Now I can say this. Again, Fair and Swick. This may not be collected by somebody that is on the high end, They may never have heard about this. I don't know if what's your boy's name, Mr. Wonderful, Mr. Shark Tank himself, Kevin O'Leary. I don't know if he even knows this watch company exists, which again, it's good to get acknowledged, and I would love to see, you know what I'm saying? Like I would love to see his watches blow up and be in just a collection of somebody that has collected high-end stuff. But I feel that when these companies get out in the public's eye like that, and people are buying, the prices go up. And I would like to collect another one of his watches at one point. It gets hard. I'm gonna tell you something. Collecting the way I collect, it gets difficult, man, because I want to try it. Like I like to try everything. That's why I like going to those events, man. I get to see watches and you know, try them on and experience them and stuff like that. But then there's watches that I want to come home with me. You know, for example, I'm gonna show you one watch that I wasn't familiar with until my man Dave D told me about it. I've shown this watch before, but Alpina has a number of great watches, and these watches were used to, like, they tool watches going out in extreme weather. Banneker is a watch company named after Benjamin. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I am familiar with that. Yes, I am familiar. I have a Tudor heritage as well. Casio 5610, and they're both great. My Boulevard curve loses 1 second a year. You know what? I want to say this, Alfonso. When the curve, so I used to work at a jewelry store, and next to the Precisionist, the big boy, that big 46 millimeter Precisionist, the curve was my next favorite watch from Boulevard. And man, people was not on that watch at one point. They did not gravitate to that watch. Do you know, I actually got Invicta made a that curve homage, right? And people like in realm of Invicta was like, oh, this is a great design, this is dope, man. They coming out with all kind of stuff. And I remember this is some years back, right? 2019 or whatever. I said, no. Invicta did not create the design. Boulevard created the design, and this watch is amazing, man. This watch has one of the best feel. Like when you get on your wrist, you're like, ooh, this thing. And I know you can still find curves out there. I don't know if they're still making them, but that is a beautiful watch. If you're gonna get a quartz watch, man, it's something that like it fits under anything. That watch is amazing, in my humble opinion. I dig that watch, man. A second a year, that's crazy. Beamer just posted a few Alpina pieces. Man, Beamer is on a whole different level, man. If you guys aren't following Beamer, man, on Instagram, I love his presentations, man. His watch collection is crazy because, and that's the thing, he is an inspiration. A lot of you guys, man, I'm gonna say Robert Wood, man. Robert, man, I've said this before, outside of your radio personality, voice, and everything, I love your approach on watches. I just absolutely love your approach on watches, man. And I will say this, Monk, the way, like, the words that you say, the way you challenge certain things, and the way you word stuff, man, when it comes to collecting, man, like, gives great insight. I dig that, man. This is what I want people to take away from this, because I don't know how many people are gonna watch this publication, man. But it is fun to learn about watches. It is great to learn about watches, man. But there are some people that collect watches based on emotions or feelings, based on what's the most popular thing to buy. And I'm sorry, but Rolex is not it, man. Rolex is a great watch brand. We get that, right? But that may not be your style. That may not be your style. And yes, I'm saying this because I had a whole conversation last night about this, and I said there are a number of channels that will force feed Rolex down your throat. And I don't want to sound like I'm hating on Rolex, man. Like I said, I've told this story before. People don't know. I've owned one before. And I wore my G-Shocks more than I wore that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, now, let me say this. It was a few weeks ago. I think this was on Watch Colony. Not Watch Colony, but the Watch Hangout. The question was, I think it was that whole week, if you can start over if you can start over your whole collecting journey, what would you start with? How would you start it, right? And we answered it, we were going back and forth, but like as I thought about it after I got off of the chat, I'm literally living out how I would collect, the way I want to collect right now. I don't have a theme, right? If you look at, like, by looking at my watch collection, if you go back and look through all the videos and you see that, okay, I was Invicta heavy from 2014 all the way to 2021, 22, all my videos, well, let me say this, since I've been on YouTube from 2018 for 5 strong years, right? I've had so many Invicta videos, reviews, publications here and there, right? And then my taste went to different stuff. I was like, yo, I like this. Now it's time for me to collect what I really want on my wrist. Case in point, this Hamilton, yes, it's a pilot's watch, not a pilot. This is the actual tool. Like, this bezel actually spins, and once you unscrew these, you rotate the internal bezels, right? You have on this rehab right here, you have an internal bezel, and then at the 12 o'clock, that is another. All of that is a mathematical equation for a pilot to where either if his nose of the plane is out of angle, or the tail end, it helps that pilot get back on track if they lose communication with the tower, to help them correct. I don't know how to use that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm pretty sure I can learn if somebody teach me, but I just enjoy the watch, man. From the leather strap, that right there, I love that. I love the blue dial. I love how legible it is. And like the date window, man, like that full, man, this thing is an information center. I dig having this watch on. It means a lot to me, just having this on, right? And even though Hamilton isn't American made anymore, it was at one point. There's that value for me, and I just like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm living out like a childhood dream, because I think a lot of kids back in the day wanted to be a pilot. All right, now, yeah, you be blessed, brother. The new Accutron movements. Okay, I read that already. Let me get back into the... I always kick in my behind. Oh, man, work. Oh. Completely agree with the Rolex thing. They deliberately make them unavailable to bump up the price. Far better watches than Rolex. So, Alfonso, here's my thing. Here's my thing. I believe some people are missing out. Huh?
What was that? Say that one more time.
Be blessed, brother. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. My thing with Rolex, and anybody that's chasing that dream of owning Rolex, I'm not trying to deter you from that. That's not my message today. My message is, do you know what the style of watches that you really like? What do you really enjoy? What excites you about watches, man? You have to follow that. If it's digital, I'm gonna tell you this, man, like that F91W, that thing is nostalgic for me. I had it on yesterday just to look at it, and it brought me. So my sister passed away in 1999. I was 21 years old, right? Or 20. I was 20 when she died. And I think about when she bought me that watch when it first came out. It was at Walgreens. It was on this little shelf thing at the register. So you got all your candies at the very bottom and stuff like that. Your last minute purchase. That watch was $14, and she bought me that watch. You know what I'm saying? And I took it to school and I looked at it like every day. Got to the point where they took that from me. Then she got me the calculator watch. I looked at it every day and even cheated with that calculator watch. So when I have those watches on, oh man, talking about, it just brings back all these memories, man. And yeah, it's times I miss my sister to this day. But that's a beautiful memory I have. So that watch, the 91W, is a beautiful timepiece, man. But it means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? More than like, and I get it, you know, the word God tier has been entered into the fray on YouTube. But again, with the whole Rolex thing, or even entry-level watches, Omega is another company. Yes, historic value. Longines, historic value. There's some watches out there, though, that you don't have to break the bank to get, though. There's some watches out there that you don't like. I mean, dude, that's one thing I love about micro brands. And I'm gonna show you something. I bought this watch solely off of hype. And I ain't even gonna lie to you. The Zellos, everybody was talking about this watch, man. Man, you got to get this watch. Not saying me particularly, but they were like, yo, if you don't have a Zellos, man, oh, you got to get the Zellos. You have to experience Zellos. Like, Zellos is it. When they come in, they sell out just like that. And I thought about Jordans standing out there in that line. If you don't get there, and I wear a size 13, so I'm like, yo, my size always sell out. So I got to get out here at like 7 o'clock previous day, camp on the side of this building, and hope nobody try to rob me for the money I got in my pocket, or like when I finally get my shoes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach this watch. If you don't overpay for a Rolex, you will always get your money back. Other watches don't hold value as consistently. And that's a whole nother value. There's a whole nother way to approach watches, John, is some people, like, you got people that flip watches. You got people that, you know, if you buy an expensive watch, you want something to hold value if you know you're going to trade it in, just like a car. You're like, hey, man, I just paid $6,000 for this watch. I want to at least get my $6,000 back out of it, or something close enough. But yes, you definitely want to get a increase. I got a buddy that bought the Hulk back in 2021. He bought the Hulk, and I believe he paid $8,500 for it, right? And what happened? COVID was like running wild still. Like, everything was just up in the air. The cost of a Hulk. Now, he bought that Hulk before COVID. So in 2021, his watch was worth $18,000. I don't know if he sold it or not. I don't know if he sold. I may have well sold it. I probably would have sold it if I owned it. Possibly. What up, Tone? Welcome in. Keep in mind, hold up. Keep in mind as well, a lot of us aren't in the watch game to turn profit by doing the resale thing. Yeah, that's true. Hey guys, Watchman 54. I have to get back to work, catch up with the replay, man. I hope you're blessed, brother. It's big watches for me. Be safe, Watchman. Sounds like my childhood. Love the calculator watch. Yep. Thoughts on new Speedy? I like it. I know one of the biggest complaints about that new Speedmaster is the loom. They don't like. They think it's overpowered or whatever the case is, or too creamy. I like the watch, man, but you know the thing about it is, you know, I don't like it enough to try to, you know, obtain it, because, you know, we're talking in the over, well, how much is it? $8,000, $9,000, somewhere between there. I don't have the accurate price, but yeah, I'm not in that market, you know, to spend that kind of bread. Before I do that, Panerai is coming. I'll get a Panerai first. Profit for me is not the thing either, but most of my favorite watches are worth less than what. Oh, not the Rolex. $3 to $4 pickup. Okay, at Kroger. Okay. It sells for $40K on Chrono 24. What? Some Rolex. Oh, I missed your whole comment. Some Rolexes are worth more, but for example, a Yellow Gold Day 40 is a $40K watch. Wow. God, dog, bro, that's crazy. They still had to get their cut. Someone is losing money. You ain't lying. 10 push-ups, bro. That's not enough, bro. 10 push-ups is not enough. You gotta ask somebody. Loving the content, new UK subscriber. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love the UK, man. I love the UK. I love the UK. Only been once. I love it though. There may come a time when you need to cash more than a watch. Medical bills, housing, etc. That is true too. That happens, bro. Like, hey, look, I've sold some of my watches for stuff. Now, you know what? I sold a lot of my watches for other people, like, you know, getting money for cancer research, stuff like that. And that's what I'm thinking right now is I do want to assist in the efforts with the storms, and came at such a time where we are in breast cancer awareness month, and I always give, every year I give to cancer awareness. However, the money that's coming in right now, any money that I have to give, Like for example, you guys super chatted me and stuff like that, right? That money that comes in, normally get it on the 21st or the 22nd. When that money comes in, I take a portion of that and I'm sending it to the efforts out there in North Carolina. We got, man, my man, I'm not gonna say his name. My man is out there right now and he's assisting, you know, and he was telling me that they're finding cars that's pushed up against stuff, that's stuck in mud. They're finding people that passed away in their cars being crushed by mud. Some people they saved, you know what I'm saying? So like that's where my money's going right now. And then of course any other money I got left over is going to go to the efforts of what's happening right now out there in Florida. So yeah, like having a watch that if I paid $500 for it and somebody's willing to give me $800, I could take that money and yeah, give it back. Do I lose out? Now, I'd much rather give my watch to save somebody's life, man. I promise. Like that'd be the one thing is if my like the watch collection can be used to save somebody else, not a millionaire, but it's out of there. It's out of there, man. Because man, your lives are more worth more to me than these watches. I'm at a point where I just want to collect what I love, not just like regardless of brand. Creating an experience and appreciating what you got should be above next hottest thing to get. Pin that. I like that. T White. We went to the UK once to see our favorite band. Nice place. Yeah, Trap. Hopefully we won't have the same result in Florida. Bro, I think it's gonna be worse, bro, from what they're saying. Luciano, what's going on? Shoot, 175 mile per hour winds. Yeah, that's gonna be tough, yo. That's tough. That's tough, bro. That's whew. All I can say is mercy. But chill. As far as, and I like that statement, Kevin. And that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. You know, I'm pretty sure you guys that's in the chat right now and people that are watching on a replay. We're 42 minutes into this, right? If you're watching this on a replay, be thankful for what you got in your collection. I'm gonna be 100 with you. And it really don't matter where you are in the collecting. You know, hey, kudos to anybody. If you can buy a Tudor, if you can go buy an Omega and a Patek today, right now, more power to you. Blessed to you, man. That is such a blessing because like you have acquired a disposable income other people can't have. But see, that's the thing too, is for those of you that are looking at that, there's nothing wrong with aspiring to getting some of these watches that are highly collected, right? That are just like the name itself just resembles wealth, right? You got to be careful with that too. Who was that? Skylar Santana was talking about this on his channel. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? There's times where you can go out with some of these expensive watches and they will beat you up for that or kill you for that watch. That is a thing because it's easy for them. It's an easy mark, boy. Do you see somebody with a Rolex? You're like, oh, wait a minute. That's a yacht master. I could sell that right now on the low, man. I could probably get I can rush it for $8,000. I can get that right now. So come up. They come over there and whack. I'm going to show you this right here. This watch. And now I challenge you to go and check out this watch company. Visitor Watch Company is based here in Indiana. Right here in Indiana. But this watch is manufactured in, was it either China or Japan? One of the two. Somewhere in Asia. But it's on his website. Forgive me for not knowing exactly where, but it's on his website. He tells you that, hey, because it has a Miyota movement in it. The movement comes from over there. That's Citizens Movement. And it's, bro, that like it's not built here in America, but you know what I'm saying, he's an American designer. Right here. He's an engineer. And the designer of this watch, he came up with that himself. So there are parts of this watch that are American based. For those that get into the whole American thing. But if you can care less where it's built, you just like it. This watch right here symbolizes, man, the idea of a man, just like the father and son of Tissot, just like Patek, just like Gerald Genta being one of the top designers. That he didn't even like watches. He didn't like watches, man. Go read the article. He didn't like it because he don't like being confined by time. You feel what I'm saying? So it really don't matter, man. But like, you can make history out of this watch. This could be, like, for me, I could say I like this watch so much to where I want my kids or my granddaughter or any future grandkids to have this watch, because I stand behind Phil. I stand behind his ideas with this watch. I think it is amazing to have this watch. I would love to see his watch make it to the silver screen at some point, you know, or be on the wrist of somebody debating something on Capitol Hill for the betterment of the people. I would love to see that. You know, I would love to see people that are feeling some type of way about their watches that they have in their collection. Like, well, man, I wish I had that collection. I wish I had that. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Now, if your style change, if you've always been a fan of a luxury brand and you couldn't afford it, you think about it like this, man. There was a guy, and I confessed this last week. There was somebody on Watch Crunch that stated, it took me, I think, 2 or 3 years. He saved up and he finally got his first Rolex. That's what he wanted. And he sung to the high heavens about this thing. You can't knock that person. That's what they got. And they got it. They posted. I said, shoot, if that's the case, post it every day. Post it every day. I don't care. Enjoy that thing, man. You earned it. You worked hard. You saved up your money. You did what you had to do. And you got the watch of your dreams. But I just encourage people, man, when you're doing this collecting thing, man, don't collect for nobody else. Yeah, YouTube has a lot of recommendations and suggestions towards the high-end brands. And watches like Zenea go below the radar because it's not mainstream. This is a Canadian-based watch, right? But it does have, you know what I'm saying, it has a Swiss movement in it. Got meteorite. I call it like the perfect watch, man, for me. It just is. That's just what it is, you know. But this is not going to be celebrated over an Omega. This is not going to be celebrated over Tissot even. You know what I'm saying? In certain circles it may be. Because some people get behind micro brands. You know what? I think I'm going to get out of calling them micro brands. I'm calling them independents. Because, I mean, I met these guys. They're independent people. They're not, you know, like, whatever. I'm just going to call them independent. Nomadic, too. And, yeah. Peter, whenever you're ready for this watch to come back, I guess I'll send it back. But it is a nice watch. I like this watch, man. And I'm not comparing it to nothing else. I just think that watch is amazing within itself. And I know it's not going to fit everybody's mold, but, you know, it is what it is. A real watch is a piece that tells time. Yeah, I put that in the comment. I mean, I put that in the title because I've been told that before. Like, hey, man, when you're ready to collect a real watch, man, you should go here, you should go there. And I'm like, all right, bro. Okay. You said you wish you had J. Jones collection? Love the shade of blue. Yeah, I like it, man. Vic, come on, stop it. Cat 5 is coming for Tampa, man. Oh, man, I hope y'all don't have, man. What's my best watch? Ooh, that's a good question, man. Sheesh. Can I tell you more than one? Can I tell you more than one? Oh, my gosh. That is such a tough question, bro, because a few of the watches I have that I think are the best watches in my collection I don't have them with me right now. This one is one of the best watches I have in my collection. I have a Tissot 1938. It's something that I think is one of the best watches, and I have a Glycine Airman. Is like probably at the top of my list as far as best watches, man. Yeah. That's a tough question, man. I don't know. I can't tell you that I have one that is just like head over the other one, but gosh, that's such a hard question to answer. Just based on, you know, how I feel about, you know, the ones I've collected. You know, I like the Zenea I just showed you. That's another one of my favorite pieces. I really growing fond of this one right here, this ball. Sheesh. Because somebody I think it was Vic. It was Vic in a number, you guys asked me if I had to part and can only just wear one watch, what would it be? And now I'm like, man, forbid I had to go through that, but like, in a situation like what's going on right now, honestly, if I knew a category 5 was coming for me and I'm about to lose everything, I ain't think about no watches. Whatever I got on my wrist and I'm out of there. I got to get my family safe, man. But I would hope that I have on my Airman at the time. Most of the watches I have can be replaced. I can go back and get them again. That's the one thing about my collection that I like is, yeah, you can always collect these watches again. Some of them you can't because they're number limited and they're out of production. Those one that'd be a herder, but like if I had to start over, I would like to start over with my my Airman. I think I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that's that one. Yeah, let's put it like that. He's from Cali. Where are you from? Artistic things. He's from Cali. Based on what I put today, yeah, I'm from California. Jay Jones, hey, I get you too, bro. The best watch I have on is what I have on right now. Where'd y'all find this guy? Most expensive is not the best. Hold on, wait. We better see that Panerai every day on Watch Crunch, LOL. Hey, guess what, Kev? I promise you, when I put an emphasis on this, can I put it how? When that Panerai finally reached my wrist, do they have a 31-day challenge on what's some jiggle? On Watch Crunch? If they got a 31-day challenge, if they got a 60-day challenge, I am wearing that watch every day, so don't even expect to see nothing else get played. Every watch will die. The winding, all that, the wind will unwound and they will die. And I don't care. I'll get to them in about 2 to 3 months. That Panerai is going to be on my wrist every day. And I'm going to take a picture in so many, I'll be, hey, guess what? I'm cleaning out the tub today. Guess what I got on? Panerai. Hey, y'all, look, I'm running this marathon, or walking this marathon, because I don't run no more. And guess what I got on? Panerai. Hey, y'all, man, I helped this little old lady cross the street, man, so she didn't get hit by traffic. And I did it in my Panerai. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm going to get on y'all nerves. And be like, Trap, how many videos can you do on the Panerai? I'm doing a reaction to the Panerai. I'm doing an open box to the Panerai. I'm doing at least 7 reviews on the Panerai. They're going to come in shorts. I'm talking about, listen, I'm going to talk about the history of Panerai. I'm going to talk about everybody that wore Panerai up to this point till I got it, because it didn't matter until I actually got it. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Sylvester Stallone. I'm going to talk about him. But that, bro, y'all going to be like, yo, I'm going to Trap, say Panerai one more time. I'm going to unsubscribe. I said, you'll be back. That's, man, I'm telling you, bro. That one watch, oh yeah, bro. That's it right there. I doubt it, Mr. Trap. Watch me. Do I have any watch collection? I do. Okay, listen. Send you the Ecos. Hey, man. Hey, you know what, man? I'm not against that. I like that watch, though. I'm not against it. And they like, you can't find them anymore. The people that sell them online, they're trying to bust you over. Well, you know what? They're actually going to lose money because if you bought direct from Citizen, I bought mine direct. Man. And I was like, because I know once he got to the Citizen store, the AD was $900. And I ain't paid nowhere near that for that. No, sir. I saw that thing on eBay and it was like, you can buy this direct. I said, oh, say less. Say less. At least he is not eating. You already get on my nerve going live while I'm at work. I know. I do. Here's one of the watches in my collection, the Alpina. Here's my Fair and Swift. Shameless plug, by the way. Shameless plug, man. Go check out my man Adam over there in Fair and Swift. See if there's something that you like. This is a mega quartz watch, but he do have automatics. Also, if you're in the mood for a dive watch, you can go over to Zanelle Watches. You don't necessarily have to get this particular one, which is a first edition. You know, if you go on the case back, you will see it. There you go. You saw it. Yeah, he has other colorways that you can go check out. And then, don't be a stranger. Go check out Nomadic. Nomadic, they actually just dropped a brand new watch, a GMT, last week. Oh, something big going on, y'all. That's probably Lee. The police after Lee again. Let's see. He's always on my nerves. I know, I stay on your nerves. They caught Lee. That's right. I'm at a point where, oh, hold on, wait. Oh, that was, let me unpin that. Trap. Carefully how you walk the streets of Compton with that orange piece. Oh, no, bro. I ain't playing with Compton, bro. I got nothing but mad respect, man. Y'all, hey, y'all got it. Y'all got it, bro. Compton? Yes, sir. Yay, I ain't playing with y'all. None but respect. I'm not messing with y'all. Bro, I'll wear all white, gray, or black. Something. Before I go there, let me get the forecast, baby. Let me get the forecast, because I'm not about to be out there and piss the wrong person off, because that could be game over. I'm like, man, I remember Trap used to have a show, man. Whatever happened to Trap? I'm like, man, he went to Compton and he had a particular watch on. We ain't seen him since. He went live and then it just went blank. Like, yeah, they got him. They sure enough got him, boy. All I can scream out is mercy, bro. We supposed to be brothers. About to come back now. I'm about to end this publication. Compton is all about that hyphy. Vic, get at it. I'm sick of you, Vic, about that hyphy. Yeah, I know. I survived Chicago. Compton is all about that hyphy. Man. All right, so that's that. I'll leave you with this, y'all. Please do be safe when you're doing your thing. I hope everybody in Florida, in the Tampa area, man, I pray that you guys got out safely. And those of you guys that are staying put, oh my gosh, I pray God bless the structure around you to hold up to whatever's coming. As far as the watches are concerned, man, stay in your lane. Enjoy it. If you got disposable income to buy a watch, just buy what you like. If you don't know what you like, man, there's a number of places that you can go. If you are not one to go on social media and like the watches that you see with the still shots, I'll say like Macy carries a lot of different brands. They do have Seiko, Citizen, Casio. You will see, I think they have Hamilton there as well. Go out and see what you like. See what type of styles you like. You know, you can go see that in the store, man. Shoot, you can even go to what's that one store, man? TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx sell, like some TJ Maxx sell watches. Go see what you like. The watch that you like may cost you $20. You know what I'm saying? And if that's what you like, man, rock that thing. So, same with me in Brooklyn. Oh, I can't even tell. My eye messed up. Allergies. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I couldn't even tell, man. The sun is so bright. Oh, now I can't see the chat. Yep. TJ Maxx also have some watches lately. Even Ross. Yep. Yep. I survived Buffalo. Well, you know what's crazy? You know you're a troll because your name is Super Troll. Well, I'm glad you survived them. Glad you made it out. You survived. You didn't survive that. Bloop, you got kicked up out of here. Bye-bye. Vic is not playing with you. The watch I like is going to be free because Trap going to buy it for me. Well, I may have it in my collection already. Who knows? I'm not opposed to giving watches out. No politics here. They're all corrupt. Oh, what do I have on? I got I got on the ball Night Train, a Fireman Night Train 3. Very nice watch. Very nice. He said, what did I do? He survived all 15 members of the clan. Hey, man, that's one thing about YouTube, bro. This is so fun. Nice watch, big bro. Thank you, thank you. This is so fun when stuff happens. Even when you troll the chat, bro, like, I get a kick out of this stuff, man. And I think I'm gonna say this before I leave. Some of you guys are so superficial, man. Hey, man, look, I don't have to explain what's going on with my personal body, man. If you like, when you come and say, hey, man, what's up with your hands? What's up with your fingernails? What's wrong with your face? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got my moments where, yes, my allergies is triggered. Bro, I'm not here. If you like the way I look and you want me to look a certain way, I can care less, bro. I'm not here for you on that level. So my appearance really don't matter. Focus. Focus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get caught up in the wrong stuff, man. So focused on my hands and stuff. Dude, what's wrong with y'all, man? That message for those people that be like, man, I don't like the way you look. I don't care. What, you want me to insult you back? I'm not. I don't care what you like. Keep on task. If not, man, my man's going. I got a couple people in here that will assassinate your comment. Yeah. No, I didn't see what she said. What'd she say? Clothes? No, I didn't see it. Walmart has a big Invicta section. That's online though. Oh, I think the Florida store, like I believe the Florida store has an Invicta section, but like you could not nowhere here. It's online. He lose because D locked him. Oh man, swag, bro. You get, hey, that's crazy. Of course, he's from Trifecta. Blessings, blessings. Agreed. Focus, Trev. Did you? Yeah, I seen it now. All right. Okay, I gotta get going. It's been an hour, man. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I left something in the description, man. Y'all remember your boy's an ambassador for Exquisite Timepiece. Share that information out with your people. Let them know that if you go over there, you do have to spend $1,000 on the watch, and you get a discount off of that watch, man. And we'll see what happens in the future, man. Maybe we can negotiate even a even bigger discount off of things. Maybe we can get some discounts off of the watches that are under $1,000. I will ask for that. I am not afraid to ask for that for you guys, right? But at the end of the day, I just want you to enjoy what you buy. That's it. You don't have to buy because it's the hype. Buy because you like. If you got the disposable income, go ahead, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself, man. Why not? These are great things to do, man. Could be worse things. You could be crackhead or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that right there is not only is it devastating your body, man, it's taking your money too. So, yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching, man. And into the next lightning strike, man. Y'all be blessed.